Hello, my name is Dr. Kennedy and I will be your instructor for Basic Biology this semester. You're in Bio 111, Basic Biology, which is a biology course for people who are planning on majoring in a healthcare field. So psychology also usually requires Bio 111, so a science-based degree usually requires the Bio 111. When you come in on the home screen, you will see this. You also have your announcements tab, and I will usually email all announcements out to you, so you should see the announcements not only here but via email once they are posted. First thing you need to do is do the orientation. A good way to relate yourself to the course is to watch the orientation video so that you know what is expected. The orientation requires that you email me, participate in a discussion board, and do an assessment quiz. The orientation, the discussion board needs to be started by Wednesday, the first Wednesday of class, and then all the orientation needs to be completed by the first Friday of class. With this, under the syllabus text and schedule, you can find a one-page calendar which kind of summarizes everything. But the best place to keep up with what is due is using this in the calendar, the course calendar, so the one that is actually within Blackboard. And when you pull it up, you'll be able to see not only quizzes and homework, but you see every assignment that is due, and also the discussion boards, your submit links. So it is a much more detailed calendar that you can look at, and that is there in the course menu under course calendar. The printout one is here. Also on the same place with the syllabus text and schedule, you will find a printable version of your syllabus. They are PDF formats. You should have immediate access to your text and to the mastering site, because we are using Camel Direct to look at and acquire your course materials. You would just click here, and then it'll launch you into the Camel Direct site. And whichever course you are in, and right now Bio 111 is where you'd say reveal the access code. And when you reveal the access code, then you can copy that. And then go back to the course and click on the Mastering Biology. Click on anything under the Mastering Biology, Mastering Assignments, You're Welcome to Mastering, any of that, and you should come up on a screen where it'll let you put in that access code. There are also videos available on how to purchase Modified Mastering if you need that. So be sure to watch the video if you need to know how to access that. Also on this video, it'll show you where you can get 14 days of free access if you need it. But again, as long as you didn't opt out of Camel Direct, you should be able to get immediate access to the e-text and the course site. And the e-text is found under this Mastering Biology also. If you scroll down, you will see the Pearson e-text here that you can access. All of your assignments, your homework will be in the Mastering. And so if you click on Mastering Assignments, it'll take you to the Pearson site. And it'll show you all of your Mastering assignments. Here's a calendar view of them, but you can also look at a list view of them. The PowerPoints and things to help you with those assignments will be in each of the module folders under the lecture area. And you can also make sure you see on proctored exams, you can have 2 pages of written notes, one side only. And you need to hold those up and show them to me. We will use a proctoring software called Respondus. In each of your lecture folders, you will find a summary of what is in here when it is due. In the virtual lectures and videos, you will find videos that will help you with the subject matter. Under course materials, this is where you will find your PowerPoints and also possible exam questions. These possible exam questions are the ones that will show up on your exam. So it is good for you to go ahead and open those. So each chapter will have possible exam questions, and those will be the written questions that will show up on your exam in addition to the multiple choice. And those multiple choice will come from the homework and from the quizzes. And this is what the possible exam questions would look like. They're a Word document. And you will see that for each chapter, the PowerPoints and your possible exam questions. And again, that is under course materials. And then at the very bottom, you will find the module assessments and quizzes folder. And this is where you'll find your quiz for each chapter. You have 2 chances on each of the quizzes. If you take both chances, you'll see more of the multiple choice that are going to show up on your exam. The quizzes, homework are not proctored. The only thing that is proctored is the exam, and it requires Respondus Lockdown Browser with a webcam. And there are instructions on how to download Respondus within the lecture folder. Actually, it may be under the orientation folder. And so under the orientation folder is the Respondus file, and it tells you what to download, gives you the download link for the browser. And so once you click on that, you'll download the browser, and then on your desktop you should see an icon called Lockdown Browser. And so when you go to take your exams, you will go into Lockdown Browser, and I've got videos also in that folder that show you what it'll look like. And then you'll open Blackboard within that browser and then take your exams through the Lockdown Browser. And I can't show you it all right now because it makes me shut everything out if I would click on that. But again, within this folder, there are lots of detailed instructions on how to do it, links to download the browser, and videos showing you what you should see. And if you have any questions, be sure to contact me. So again, under the lecture, I will release modules each week. Within each module folder, you'll have the due dates. You'll have virtual lectures and videos, your course materials, where you'll find your possible exam questions. And also, this is where your quizzes and exams are. Homework is in the Mastering Biology site. And then under the lab tab is where you will find your weekly labs. You need to order your lab kit ASAP. You'll need it for lab 2. And that lab 2 is usually due the 3rd week of the class. And so if you can order it through the bookstore. If you have problems with what the bookstore gives you, shoot me an email and I can give you some alternatives for that. You need to complete your lab safety manual, lab safety contracts, submit them using this link, and then your labs will be in weekly folders also. And then just read the folder, make sure you read everything on the folder, and it'll give you everything you need to do the lab. Within the lab, you'll have somewhere to submit the lab using this link. You'll have sometimes a quiz, sometimes not a quiz, and you'll have the handouts that you need to also do the lab. And you can always write, use text box to write on the PDFs, so you don't have to necessarily print it out. You will have discussion boards about every 2 weeks. First discussion board you need to do is the orientation discussion board, and like I said, that first Wednesday you need to do your initial post, and then by Friday you need to do your replies. That is how the discussions are graded. 80 points for the initial, and then you get 4 points for every reply. Do 5 replies. That'll give you 20 points and give you 100. Anything you do over that will be a 1-point bonus, up to 105 points. If we need to meet, we can meet in the virtual classroom. Just let me know. We can set up a time, and then your grades and feedback will be where you can see your grades and feedback. Also, under the lecture, I would advise reviewing your first attempt at an exam, and I have a video under the lecture showing you how to review quizzes and taking second attempts on quizzes, so that you can look at what you miss and study before you take that a second attempt on your quiz. And then that'll help you study for the exam, because again, that same pool of questions is used on the exam. All right, I think that is it. But if you have questions, be sure to let me know. I'm always here to help. And if I don't respond to your email within 24 hours, email me again. I usually try to respond, and I usually will actually respond within an hour or two, especially if it's between 9 to 5 during the week. But if I don't respond, please email me again, because that means that I have somehow overlooked it. I don't consider it harassment or being pushy. Please email me. That's what I'm here for. I am here to help. All right, let's get started and let's have fun.